Hello to all. This is Dr. Ajay Raghavendra, initiating online lecture series on operations research. Today we are going to discuss about Hungarian method of assignment problem. In this lecture, we are going to learn about non-degenerative case of assignment problem. First of all, first we have to understand about what is Hungarian method. The Hungarian method of assignment provides us with an efficient means of finding the optimal solution. What are the basic checkpoints that are used under Hungarian method? The first one is the problem must be balanced one. That is, number of rows must be equal to the number of columns. Second one is every row or column are having at least one zero. If not, identify the least element of row or column and lessen the element from all elements of row or columns. Second, if the condition is satisfied, then do assignment. So let us try with this problem. So in this problem, there are 5 jobs and 5 machines are given. So first check that whether this problem is balanced problem or not. That means number of rows is equal to number of columns. Let us see, number of rows are 5 and number of columns are 5. So that means we can set that it is balanced problem. So there is no more modification in this problem, just we have to use the problem as it is. And see, in this case, there are 5 jobs and 5 machines are given, and these are the numbers 7, 9, 8, 3, 10 up to last row. So what are these numbers is, assume that these are all the hours. So 7 hours. Suppose job B and machine A. If you take this combination, what is the meaning of 7 is, so job on machine A, so we can do the job for 7 hours. So like that 9 hours, 8 hours, 3 hours, like that. So now by seeing this particular matrix, so we can assign the best way of combination that minimizes the time. So that is the basic theme of Hungarian method. That is, we need to identify the optimal solution. So now how to solve this problem by using Hungarian method? See the first one. What is the step one? Row minimum. That is, identify the least element of each row and lessen that element from all the elements of the row. So that means the first row least number is 3, second row least number 4, third row 6, fourth row 6, and last one is 7. So identify the least numbers, and next one is and lessen that element. That means that least element from all the elements of the row. That means 7 minus 3, 9 minus 3, 8 minus 3, 3 minus 3, 10 minus 3. 4 minus 4, 14 minus 4, 6 minus 4, 10 minus 4, 8 minus 4, 7 minus 6, 6 minus 6, 10 minus 6, 6 minus 6, 8 minus 6, 12 minus 6, 6 minus 6, 10 minus 6, 6 minus 6, 7 minus 6. Last one, 9 minus 7, 7 minus 7, 9 minus 7, 8 minus 7, 10 minus 7. But don't do this type of working in the examination point of view. This is only for understanding. So this is 7 minus 3 which is equal to 4, 9 minus 3 6, 8 minus 3 5, 3 minus 3 0, and 10 minus 3 7. And do the rest of the things. So finally we can get this matrix. 4 6 5 0 7 0 10 2 6 4 1 6 0 4 0 2 6 0 4 0 1 2 0 2 1 2. Let's see the second one, step 2. What is the column minimum? But before that, first see this note. If all the columns are already having at least 1 0 after step 1, then ignore step 2. Directly we can do assignment. See if all columns are having zeros or not. See the first one, machine A, there is only 1 0. Machine B, yes, zeros are there. But machine C, there are no zeros. That means we must do step 2. See the step 2 here, column minimum. Identify the least element of each column and lessen that element from all the elements of the column. Again, same process. See the least element. What is the least element of machine A is 0. Second one 0. Third row least element is 2. And fourth one is 0. And fifth one is minus 1. And do the same process. 4 minus 0, 0 minus 0, 1 minus 0, 6 minus 0, 2 minus 0. And here 6 minus 0, 10 minus 0, 0 minus 0, 0 minus 0, 0 minus 0. 5 minus 2, 2 minus 2, 4 minus 2, 4 minus 2, 2 minus 2, 0 minus 0, 6 minus 0, 0 minus 0, 0 minus 0, 1 minus 0, 7 minus 1, 4 minus 1, 2 minus 1, 1 minus 1, 3 minus 1. And see calculations, 4 is equal to 0. So if 4 minus 0, the 4, 0, 1. So the same numbers are there. 6 minus 0 is equal to 6. 10 minus 0 like that. And see this calculation, 5 minus 2, that is equal to 3. 2 minus 2, 0. 4 minus 2, 2. 4 minus 2, 2. And 2 minus 2, 0. And do the rest of the things. Finally, we can get this. So once all rows and columns are having at least one zero, so then we can do the assignment. That is the actual rule. See, first check that all rows and columns are having zeros or not. So first row, yes, 0 is there. Second row, 0. Third row, yes, 2 zeros are there. Fourth row, 3 zeros. And fifth row, 0. So all rows are having zeros. And see the column. Column, yes. First column 0. Machine B, yes, 0 is there. Machine 3, C also 0. Machine D, 0. Machine E also 0. So that means all columns and rows are having at least one zero. So now we can do assignment. So here the question is how to assign. The first one is we have to give preference to the row, that is row process. If the row contains only one zero, then assign immediately. Otherwise, leave that row and focus on other. So based on this principle, first we can do the row. See the first one, drop D. How many zeros are there? Only one zero is there. We can do assignment like this. So what is the meaning of this is job V is assigned to machine B or machine B is attached to job D. That means what is the other side of the coin is machine B is not available to remaining jobs, that is W, X, Y, Z, and job B is not available to other machines, that is A, B, C and E. So that means machine B and job B both are attached. The combination is completed. And if you see that machine D there are another zeros are there. So that means machine B is also available to X and Y, but machine D is already assigned to V. That's the reason we can't assign machine B to X and Y. So for that purpose, we can strike off the two zeros. So the first assignment is completed. And see the second one, job W. See, there are two zeros are there, but here in the row process, what is the matter? If the row contains only one zero, then assign immediately. Otherwise, leave the row and focus on other, right? Based on this particular rule, job W there are two zeros are there, so that means there is not a single zero. So leave that row for time being and concentrate on other one. Job X, but previously there are two zeros are there, but now we can strike off that zero. So that means for time being we can assume that there are two zeros are there. Leave that row. Job Y, again there are three zeros, but we strike off one zero, but remain there are two zeros are there. So that means leave that row. And the last one, again there are two zeros are there. That means leave that row. So here the row process is completed. So I am writing this one, row process is completed. And now I am going to the column process. See what is the column process here? If the column contains only one zero, then assign immediately. Otherwise, leave that column and focus on other. So based on this one, first we need to concentrate on the column machine A. How many zeros are there? Only one zero is there. Yes, we can directly assign this one like this. So what is the meaning is machine A is attached to job W or job W is attached to machine A. That means machine A is not available to remaining jobs and job W is not available to remaining machines. So if there is any zero in the row, strike off that one. That means job W is not available to machine C because already we assigned this job W to machine A. That's the reason we strike off this particular zero. And second one, machine B, there are three zeros are there. And see this column process here. You one zero, then assign immediately. Otherwise, leave that column and focus on other. So that means based on this, machine B is already having three zeros. That's the reason leave that one. Machine C. So what is the machine C here? Recently we strike here this zero, but basically there are two zeros are there. So we can assume that there are only two zeros. So leave that column for time being pending. So machine B already assigned, this one is completed. Machine E, yes, there is only one zero is there. That means machine E is assigned to job Y. So that means we can't assign job Y to another machine. So for that purpose, there is one more zero in the job Y row. That's the reason we can strike off that particular zero. So now the column process is completed. So now we can move to the uh, row process. So we can do this process continuously until the assignment is completed. So now row. Again we have to use this one. If the row contains only one zero, then assign immediately, otherwise use it to another. See the first one? Yes, already assigned. Job W already assigned. But job X, previously there are two zero, but in the column process already we strike one. So that means there is only one zero is there. So we can directly assign this one. And see the next one. This one is completed. Only one zero is there. So we can directly assign this one like this. So once we assign and once we confirm that there is no leftover zeros are there. So that means no leftover zeros means assignment completed. That is, we can reach to the optimal solution. How can we set that we can reach to the optimal solution is number of rows is equal to number of columns is equal to number of assignments. See how many number of rows are there? 5. How many assignments are there? 5. And how many columns? 5. And how many assignments? 5. That means all are equal. So that means we can reach to the optimal solution. Yes, the assignment problem completed, but we can do one more little bit calculation there. See the little bit calculation in the next one. Yes. So take the original table. So this is the original table, and what is the yellow color here is these are all the assignments. These are all the original table assignments. So job B, machine B, how many hours? 3 hours. So first we can prepare the table like this. Job, how many jobs are there? V, W, X, Y, and Z. And C, V is attached to which machine? Machine B. How many hours are there? 3 hours. W is attached to A. How many hours? 4 hours. X is attached to B. 6 hours. Y is attached to E. 7 hours. Z is attached to machine C. 9 hours. So total is equal to 29 hours. So the optimum solution is 29 hours. So we can assign the job B to B, W to A, X to B, Y to E, and Z C. So this is the optimal combination. So through this combination, we can get the minimum number of hours. So within the minimum number, we can get the good output. So I hope all of you enjoy this video. Thank you for watching.